Hi Pisces, welcome back to the Herb Lady. I hope that you guys are doing well as can be with so many fluctuating times taking place. We are definitely living in unprecedented times, but you guys hold on and hang in there, for you guys have the dual nature of really understanding, you know, human nature and why people do the strange things that they do. All right, Pisces. So this, like the title says, is your year ahead spread. We're going to be looking into the year of 2021 to see what Pisces can expect for the remainder of this year. Happy New Year to you guys, by the way. I really hope that you guys were able to bring in the new year in the most uplifting, peaceful, and positive way that you can. So let's go ahead and get into you guys' reading here. I'm going to pull a card from the my elemental oracle deck just to see what elemental theme you guys will be dealing with for the year of 2021. Okay, so I need one card for Pisces for 2021. One card for Pisces. Okay. And because I don't quite know this deck by heart yet, I'm going to give you guys my interpretation and then I'm going to read the description from the book, okay? So you guys got the theme of plants. It's also followed by growth. As you can see, there's this deer here, or this moose, and on his antlers, it looks like, on his whole body, plant life is growing from it. And from what I can see, there's a lot of orbs. You guys definitely have spirit definitely being interconnected with you guys, growing, helping you guys to grow. Spirit is really closely working with you guys, helping you guys to reach out and branch out and really, just like reach for the stars in whatever direction that you decide to go. Because in this card, what I see is that it's not so much your environment that creates you. You're the one who creates the environment, and at this point, you're really growing leaps and bounds internally, which is enabling you guys to grow expansively outwards. Pisces, you guys got to remember, you guys are also co-ruled by Jupiter, so you guys are very much capable of the essence of expansion. You guys are very much capable of expanding yourselves spiritually, mentally, physically, however you see fit. And I just see strongly that spirit is with you. Spirit really is saying, like, they're patting you on the back and saying, okay, we got you. For some reason, like, I feel an overwhelming feeling of comfort coming from spirit. Like, spirit is really there to is really there and will continuously really be there to comfort you guys in this upcoming year. Like, spirit really is saying, like, we got you, and you can grow and you can stretch out, you can branch out, go ahead, we got you, and you're okay. Like, the moose and the deer are some of the most gentlest creatures, and are some of the most gentlest creatures in the animal kingdom. Like, for me personally, I really do truly feel that it's it should be a crime to hunt them for sport or for pleasure. It's like to hunt any animal for sport or pleasure. But anyway, that's my personal opinion. But let's go ahead and read the connotation of this card here. So you guys may find that through plants, through gardening, through planting, through nourishing the plants that you have, you may find a lot of peace and connection to spirit. Plants will probably definitely be watching your plants grow. Your plants could possibly be connected to spirit and could be communicating to you through how they grow, through how they go through changes as the year takes place. All right, so you guys have plants, which is also growth. It says magic is in everyday things. You can make something from nothing blossom. It's time. From small things, big things might grow. Begin it. They're saying literally, they're giving you the green light to just start. Start, Pisces. Start small and watch it grow into something even bigger than you anticipated, It's also saying the word of power is vaxa. It's the ancient Norse word for grow. It says there are currently over 320,000 species of plants. The Plantae kingdom of life includes the tiniest mosses, algae, fungi, and most fragrant flower producers. Produce the most fragrant flower producers, grains, carnivores, and huge trees such as giant sequoia. Plants provide wood, medicine, and food, and have cultural roles in perfume, ritual, and symbology. Plants gain their energy through photosynthesis and conversion of sunlight and carbon dioxide into oxygen and carbohydrates. Plants are found in almost every biome on Earth. Quite magically, the majority of plant species have various kinds of symbiotic fungi associated with their root system. The fungi assist the plant to gain more water, nutrients from soil than they would otherwise, while in return, the plant feeds the fungi carbohydrates that are the byproduct of photosynthesis. This association is called mycorrhiza. The largest living organism on the plant is honey fungus that measures 3.8 kilometers across 965 ha in the Malheur National Forest in Oregon. Its myclia, or network of roots, produces mushrooms once a year if the conditions are right. Plants provide key nutrition to a whole variety of fish and animals, including humans. Many large mammals are excessively plant eating, including whales, gorillas, bison, giraffes, and elephants. Plants are also the source of powerful medicine through compounds they produce. Modern medicines such as aspirin, morphine, quinine, Taxol, and digitalis are all from plant compounds. Certain special psychoactive plants are used in spiritual and religious frameworks and are important in many cultures as pathfinders and in divination and healing. These include opium, psychobilin, ibogaine, mescaline, thujone, and mandragora. Some of these plants are being tested and trialed as treatments for depression and other psychological disorders, as well as to boost creativity and problem solving. The element of this is earth. So, you guys literally taking that time, taking a moment to really realize. I feel like one of the biggest things that I gathered from reading that is one of the biggest things that was gathered from reading that excerpt is the fact that plants are so very multifaceted and multifunctioning. In either way, plants provide healing and they provide life. And I feel like what Pisces spirit really is saying, go ahead and do that. Go ahead and be a source of healing and life, not only for yourself but to others. Go ahead and branch out and realize how much nourishment and how much healing you can provide to those outside of you, because Pisces, you guys are ultimately the sign that embodies the collective. You ultimately are able to find a piece of yourself in everybody who you come across. So really, spirit is urging you to say, like, it's okay, go ahead, we got you, we got your back. And this will also, you'll find a lot of releasing being able to take place in the process of you being a beacon of healing, a source of healing, a source of soothing and comfort for others. Okay, I feel like it's kind of a very fitting theme for 2021, because we're seeing a lot of our healers really gain their specialty and their superpowers during this year. So let's go ahead and move on into the next card here. We're going to pull a romance angel card to see kind of a glimpse of what's taking place in Pisces love life for 2021. A card for Pisces. That was fast. All right, so Pisces, you guys are being cautioned to pay attention to the red flags. You guys could be dealing with somebody, as you know, unfortunately I have a Pisces rising, so it's like I know, unfortunately for us, our hearts, it's a fortunate but a misfortune. As it's fortunate and a misfortune fortune. It's a gift and a curse. Like I said, earlier when we were talking about your elemental reading, the ability to be able to see a piece of ourselves in everybody, a piece of our struggle in everybody, and to overly relate to the point where we miss those red flags. And for some of you guys, I feel like where we miss seeing where people are using us for our energy, we miss seeing where the ones closest to us could be harvesting our energy up off of us for their own sake. So you really want to pay attention to the red flags in regards to that, so you prevent yourself from being burned out, from being drained, from being taken advantage of, because ultimately you want to be able to do your part in healing the collective, do your part in healing self. So take care of self first. Watch out for those who are trying to use you, especially in terms of lovers. Unfortunately, so there's a lot of predatory people walking around out here, Pisces. So it really is cautioning you guys really hardcore to pay attention to these red flags here. So let's go ahead and get a positive and encouraging, that was quick, message for Pisces. It says that I recognize that I have chosen fear, and I choose love. So you guys are definitely coming up out of an energy of fear. You're coming to a place where you're deciding to choose love above all else. You've come to a point where and I feel like with obviously feeling your spirit guides all around you, you're definitely in a place where you're just like, my fears cannot go where I'm headed, and where I am headed, it's going to require a lot of love. I'm going to have to operate out of a place of love and not fear, because with fear, you either become a fear monger, a dictator, you mislead people through fear, and you don't create room for love because there's so much fear that is present. So Pisces, it seems like it's definitely going to be a great year of growth for you guys, and you guys making very active decisions and being very vigilant in the choices that you make, and being very vigilant with where those choices are coming from. You are choosing you're choosing love instead of fear. You're choosing to act out of love instead of fear or anger or any of those other emotions that are tied into fear. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to pull a card from your ruling planets, which is Neptune and Jupiter. And then we're going to pull a card from Saturn, because as we know, Saturn is always of great influence to a lot of us. So that first card is going to be for Neptune. We're going to get one for Jupiter. Card of advice from Jupiter. Card of advice from Jupiter. Jupiter. Okay. And Saturn. Oh, dang. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so Neptune, I feel like, is definitely going in terms of along with your spiritual path and letting go of that fear, because it seems like you guys are, Neptune is saying that you're going to be seeing a lot of conflict taking place around you. There's a lot of conflict that's going to happen around you. You have to actively make the choice to operate out of a place of love instead of fear, in order for you to get the support and the backing to maintain the support and the backing of Neptune, because Neptune is already saying, look, I am giving you the insight. I am giving you the wisdom on how to move forward throughout this year. And it's saying, this is a year of 5. This is a year of 5. 5 is a number of changes. There's a lot of changes that's about to take place, and some of these changes are going to appear initially fearful, you guys. So we have to really come in. You gotta really choose love. Keep choosing love, Pisces. Choose love above all else. And when you make decisions from love, you can kind of make cooler decisions from a cooler head. You're making decisions from a place of stillness instead of a place of all of this anger and rushing about and fear and fighting, and all you're doing is just buying into the energy that's around you. Okay, so for Jupiter is going along with that right now. Jupiter is in Aquarius. It's going to transit into Pisces a few times this year, maybe I think twice, but so far it's in Aquarius. And Jupiter in Aquarius is urging you to Jupiter in Aquarius is urging you, like I said, to make decisions from a level-headed place, a mature place, a place that is out of love, but also out of the logic aspect of love, treating your fellow man with love, treating a person with kindness instead of hatred and anger. Choosing love above all else, because fear, you have no room for fear, you have no time for fear. All you're going to end up doing is buying into the energy that is surrounding you. As long as you guys definitely choose to pay attention to the red flags, you will really put yourself in a place where you can operate out of the King of Swords energy and utilize that energy. Or what Jupiter could be bringing to you is an older, mature air sign who is going to teach you how to operate from this energy, okay? And for Saturn, you guys have the Ten of Swords. So I really feel like the Saturn is going to probably bring in, it's probably going to finalize these painful lessons. I feel like you guys are gonna like reach this final peak in terms of these painful lessons that you have been learning over maybe the course of 2020. So Saturn is saying, look, we're gonna teach you, we're gonna finalize these lessons in pain, and once you overhaul that, once you come to the conclusion of this, because as you can see, Athena here, she's stopping all of these demons that's been haunting and plaguing this boy here. So finally, you guys are going to be at a point where, yes, it's going to reach ahead. Things are going to reach ahead. Things are going to be uncomfortable. Things are going to be painful a little bit. Saturn is saying there may be some pain coming in, but it's going to be the end of the road in terms of this lesson that you have to learn. It's going to be the end of the road in terms of this discipline that you had to take on. So, and you will get through it. You will get through it, because either way, Spirit is guiding you. Spirit is with you. Spirit is watching over you in terms of this, and Spirit is not going to let you completely crumble. But you're going to have to learn this lesson so that you can keep choosing love and you no longer take fear to where you are headed, Pisces. Because I feel like this year, while there's going to be a lot of changes taking place for you guys, excuse me, well, I feel like there's going to be a lot of changes taking place for you guys, and it may feel draining at some points or another. It's going to be worth it. At the end of it, it's going to serve its purpose for the path that you guys are walking and where you guys are going in terms of your future. Okay, so like I was saying, you guys are gonna have to really, I feel like you guys are getting in a place where there is a desire to let go, but you are still very firmly holding on to things from the past. You're holding on to things in the present that just no longer serve you. It's taking up space. It's causing clutter. It's weighing you down, keeping you from being able to move about as freely as you would like, Pisces. And, really, you guys are, you already know what you have to do in terms of that. You know that you have to release. You know that you have to let go. But, the desire to let go, I feel like you guys are in a place where you're firmly holding on. So we're going to see what's going to happen throughout the rest of the year and see how you guys, get through this. So let's see what's taking place in February. You guys got the Seven of Cups. So it looks like in February, you guys are in a place where you're really observing the impact of things on you emotionally, the emotional impact that's been taking place for you guys, and how things have been affecting you emotionally in all areas of your life. Because remember, with all seven cups represent a different area of our lives, from our shadow selves to our living environment to our sex life to our love life to our hopes and wishes. These are I feel like for some reason I'm getting like the seven lights, the seven rays of light. And if you guys get a chance, definitely look into that. It just speaks to like, it can even be the 7 chakras. You guys might be undergoing some cleansing work with all 7 chakras here in the month of February. You're deciding to actively cleanse your chakras, because I do feel like the burden of that 10 of Wands and 4 of Pentacles, and you feeling like you want to let go but you just don't know how to let go. You're starting to do cleansing work on yourself so that you can get to a point where you are actively letting go. So let's clarify the 7 of Cups here. Yeah, so you guys are really putting yourselves in a place where you're getting some cooperation, and I feel like it's cooperation from a partner or like a friendship, from a person, an older, wiser figure, like a mentor, who's, you know, showing you, who is cooperating with you and helping you and guiding you through this process of cleansing your chakras, of cleansing these vital forces within you. Okay, so you guys are, it looks like you guys are getting that cooperation from somebody that's older, probably an older earth sign, who is really gonna try to help show you the ropes so that you can do that inner cleansing work and really do that inner work on yourself. All right, let's look at March. Yeah, so in March, by the time you guys get to kind of like your birthday season, you're really in full swing in that boss energy, in the emperor energy. You feel like the world is in your hands. That thunderbolt is there. You're ready to take action. You're really ready to implement yourselves in terms of the path that you want to go down, because I feel like in February you underwent intense cleansing work. Like there was some intense release work that took place along with this cooperation. You probably were able to work with, you know, an older a mentor type figure who is very powerful themselves, very wise themselves, and gave you a good bit of advice on exactly where to pinpoint this cleansing energy, and you follow through with the cleansing energy, which kind of puts you back in the spirit of your boss energy. Or what can happen is in March, this Aries can come through, strong Aries, boss type figure, father type figure, a very, you know, cardinal energy coming through, who has no issues with speaking and expressing themselves, um, and is very sharp with it. So this could either be a Aries, this type of person that's coming through, or this could be yourself, Pisces, who's coming up into this energy. You guys are awakening into your emperor energy, into your boss energy, and I do strongly feel like it is you who's coming into your boss energy, because you're planting the seeds to release the burdens. Yeah, I feel like this is your energy, because 2 cards popped out, the Page of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands. You guys are definitely planting those seeds in order to release the burden that you are carrying. You really want to release. I feel like this year is definitely going to be a year of release work. You guys are dead set on releasing and letting go of this burden that you've been carrying. And I feel like you guys have been carrying this burden for a long time, a really long time, and you guys just want to let it go. So you are taking charge. You are taking the initiative into your own hands to plant the seeds, actively plant seeds in releasing and in letting go of that which has not served you in a long time, Pisces. So let's go ahead and go into April here. All right, so for April, you guys are getting emotional fulfillment. There's some type of emotional fulfillment taking place. And I feel like for those of you guys who are involved in a relationship, it might be, you know, emotional fulfillment in your relationship. You could be getting what it is that you have been seeking out of this relationship for a while. It's finally coming to fruition emotionally. You guys are finally starting to feel emotionally safe with your partner. Or you guys are starting to feel emotionally safe within yourselves, so that you're in a place where you no longer have to seek that outside of you. You know, in March, you could have possibly very well planted the seeds in order to release the burden of your partner. It might be your partner who is burdening you, weighing you down, probably pressing up on triggers that you haven't resolved from childhood. And with March, you putting yourself in a position to take charge, to release, to let go of the burden. In April, you end up seeing a level of emotional fulfillment within yourself, because in the background you've been doing work on yourself. It clearly shows in February that you have been doing work on yourself. Okay, you guys have already got the 10 of Wands twice. Like, literally, I know that you guys are feeling burdened. Just your spirit feels weighed down with a bunch of past shit that should have been let go of a long time ago. And it's probably just due to the aspect that you guys didn't know how to let it go. You just didn't know. But I feel like, yeah, you guys could be experiencing emotional fulfillment with a water sign, or with a person who is just not quite fully emotionally matured yet. So, but in this moment in time in April, they're able to give you emotional fulfillment. You guys are able to obtain emotional fulfillment. However, Spirit is saying that just because you feel emotionally fulfilled in this moment, don't make rash decisions based on how you are feeling in the moment. Really observe your surroundings, really take into account what is actually going on in your surroundings before you make a choice in regards to this person. This is a cosmic soulmate. It's 1111. This is 1111, self-mastery. This is a person who's coming through, who's teaching through their actions, is teaching you some lessons about how you should proceed and go forward within your life here. And I feel like in April, it's just going to be a pretty good month for you guys. You guys are going to be able to experience, you're going to be able to get a glimpse into what your relationship with this person really should be like. But I strongly do feel like it does not mean that that's where it is. It's just a glimpse into what it should be like, what it can be like, if you and your person are able to get it together and work through the kinks. Because you guys still very much so have that card, pay attention to the red flags. No matter how good things could be going, the red flags are still there to caution you. Okay, Pisces? Alright. So let's go ahead and look at the month of May. For May, you guys have strength. This is big Leo energy. Leo could be coming in, or this could be a situation taking place around a Leo that requires for you guys to have endurance. It requires for you guys to have strength. Or if it's not a Leo, it's simply requiring you guys to go into the belly of yourselves and go into the beast of yourselves. Go into the dark side of yourselves, into the shadow side of yourself, and really confront the beast within you. Confront that wild, untamed side within you, and tame that side of you to work with you instead of working against you, so that you're not out here making decisions based off of emotions, based off of illogical places. And not that there's anything wrong with making emotional decisions. It's just that when you're constantly doing it and you're constantly seeing the same result and the same pattern, at that point you do have a problem, and there's some things that you got to address. So this is big fire sign energy. This is the sun clearly. I feel like by May, you guys will probably be gaining a lot of the strength that you felt like so far in 2021 you did not have. So I want to clarify the strength card to see what strength is. What are you guys being empowered and strengthened in? What are you guys strengthening in May? Okay, yeah, you're strengthening your healing. So it's funny how you guys got Aquarius and Leo in the month of May. So there could be opposition that's taking place in May because of the fact that you are strengthening yourselves to heal. You are coming into a place of healing for yourself, where you are determined to take care of yourself and put yourself first, Pisces. And I feel like that's going to create some opposition with the people that you are dealing with. They're going to be feeling personally opposed and attacked because you are finally dead ass serious in the prospect of putting yourself first and implementing firm boundaries to protect yourself and protect your healing, because you are deciding to literally be the star of your own show. And that is what Leo energy is all about. Some of you guys could have some strong Leo placements, but in May, you guys are making the choice to be the star of your own show. Like, you are not playing around here. Like, you're really actively deciding to be the star. And both of these cards is 8. Strength is the eighth major arcana. The star is the 17th major arcana. Deduced down 17, deduced down is 8. So 8 might be of significance in the month of May for you guys. You know, I would just keep on the lookout. But I feel like in May, you guys are going to get a lot of self-empowerment. You're going to be feeling pretty self-empowered, and you're just going to be in a place where you can't tolerate and put up with the bullshit no more. You're over it, okay? But I don't feel like it's because you're over it. I just feel like it's because you're finally strengthened enough to really support yourself and heal yourself. You guys are over carrying the burden. You're sick of the burden. You're sick of carrying all the pain from the past and repeating lessons. Like, you're over that. Like, that shit's dead and gone for you guys. You're ready to move on into your higher selves. All right, so for June, you guys have Judgment. So it looks like with you getting on the backs of you guys getting that strength, you're making a firm decision. There's a firm decision, that a firm, balanced decision that's going to be made. At this point, I don't really feel like it's going to be coming from a place of imbalance. If there is any imbalance, I feel like it would be from the point of you guys overestimating yourself and jumping the gun much quicker than it should be. But for others of you guys, you definitely will be making a very firm decision with a clear mind. You are definitely standing between the beginning and the end actively. And the nice part is that you guys are so mercurial with it, you're able to zoom in and out of that place of beginning and the end. You're able to go in and out of that place between um between here and there, between the physical and the spiritual. So you're kind of, I feel like some of you guys will definitely be stepping into your power, into your spiritual power in June, where you're discovering things about yourself in terms of being able to go back and forth and making firm decisions that, you know, spirit is definitely like backing you on. And I feel like a lot of people are going to be looking to you for advice. They're going to be looking to you very strongly for advice. Let's see what this decision is that Pisces is making in June. Okay. Yeah, you guys are making a decision to manifest your best fucking life and move the fuck on. Like, you're moving away from something in a quick, fast hurry. You see he on that motorcycle, he's moving fast. He's already made the decision. He is the magician of his life. You guys are the main star of your life. You guys are capable of making great choices in your life, and that finally really just comes to the forefront. You guys have a lot of major arcana for, you know, May and June. I feel like May and June are going to be months of a lot of activity that's taking place, going in, healing yourself internally, and then, you know, outside of yourself, making the choice to move on from shit. You're over it. Like, you're moving forward, Pisces. And I can't say you're exactly releasing, that the releasing is happening in June, but you are removing yourself from the trigger that's causing you to keep holding on. That's what I feel like in June. You're actively removing yourself. You've manifested, you made the choice, you already had the manifest, you're seeing the fruits of your labor, you're seeing the manifestation of seeds planted way earlier before working in your favor. So let's go ahead and look at July here. Yeah, in July, we're moving into King of Wands territory here, and that's also, you know, Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. You guys definitely could be dealing with a fire sign. It's very possible, but I feel like also it could be this part of you that's definitely just like, you're deciding to be the king of your life. You're deciding to make active choices for your life unapologetically. You are not apologizing for being who you are and doing what you need to do. You're feeling invigorated and strengthened by the choices that you're making for yourself. So let's see what this King of Wands energy is bringing in. See what this King of Wands energy is bringing in for Pisces. Okay. Yeah, so this with this King of Wands energy, you're going to see a lot of change and transformation taking place. This King of Wands, could possibly be a Scorpio with a lot of fire energy behind him that's coming in and just kind of like, he's really coming in with a firm hand and letting you know that he's there to support you. He's there to be with you while you are undergoing transformation. But I feel like, honestly, this is you guys embracing this King of Wands energy and putting to death things that no longer ways of being that no longer serve you, and you are embracing your duality. The sun is rising on your duality. The sun is rising on the landscape of who you are to show you who you really are, now that those ways of who you were is effectively being put to death. They're effectively being put to death, not put to sleep, but put to death. Like, it's done. There's nothing that anybody can do for you making this drastic change within yourself. You are coming through and assessing the landscape of your life and really letting go of that which is no longer serving you, of pieces of yourself, which just the shit that you've been holding on to, the shit that's been hard to release. You're coming in and effectively coming through with your scythe, and you're cutting that shit down. You're cutting that shit out. It's like July really is saying, like, okay, I'm embracing who I am. I'm coming into my fiery energy, and I'm coming into my spiritual energy full throttle, and there ain't a damn thing that nobody can say or do to stop me from being who the fuck I need to be for me. You guys are definitely showing up for yourself in July. And in August, that's going to manifest as the Ace of Pentacles. August is that Leo energy once again. I feel like you guys are going to see the coin is definitely going to fall. A big ass coin is falling into you guys' laps in August. You're going to see this culmination of prosperity and abundance that's taking place. You may see your money coming up. You may see your money just definitely rising. What is this Ace of Pentacles bringing for Pisces? Okay. Yeah, this Ace of Pentacles is bringing the prospect of you guys, it's putting you guys in a position where you're able to look out off of your balcony and look out at the sea and really, make a choice as to what direction you really want to go in, and make a choice. It's putting you back into that place where you have choices, is putting you back into a space where you are being presented with a plethora of options and choices and decisions on where you can move forward and what you can do with yourself. Like, you guys are going to be in a very blessed position. You're going to be at an advantage in your life where you're going to have the advantage to be able to make good choices. And I feel like, one particular way of doing things, you're turning your back on, and you're turning towards, you're turning towards a new adventure. You're turning your face out toward the sea. You're turning your face out toward the adventures that await you outside of this usual course of action you've been taking for yourself. So let's look at so for September, you guys have Temperance, and I feel like in September is when you're really gonna get that lesson of, balance, that lesson of alchemy, that lesson of transmutation, and you're gonna be learning how to transmute your emotional state into you're gonna be learning how to transmute difficult emotions, difficult situations, difficult things that took place in the past, and transmute that into something that is of a higher purpose, that serves a higher purpose than the low vibrational, force that was brought to you. You guys are definitely, like she's literally standing one foot in the spiritual realm, one foot on the physical, in the physical realm. So I feel like you guys are definitely going to be given and granted permission to be able to take what you are receiving spiritually and transmute it physically for the masses, and be able to create an extremely positive influence on, people who are looking to you or following you for advice. You're going to be like that angel of wisdom that people look towards for advice, that people, seek advice from. Like, and you guys are going to be very balanced in your perspective and very balanced in the advice that you give to others, okay? So let's go ahead and see. Let's clarify temperance. Clarify temperance as far as what is being tempered for Pisces in September. What is being tempered for Pisces in September? Yeah, Three of Cups. So I feel like emotions are definitely being tempered. How you deal with people and crowds, how you serve humanity, how you celebrate, how you come together with people. That's definitely going to be tempered and balanced for you, Pisces. There's going to be a sense of balance taking place in that. And there's going to be a sense of awareness in how you do it, okay? So let's go ahead and look at October. You guys got the death card twice. So I feel like, what is this? September, August. In July, you guys got death with the King of Wands. So I feel like in July, where you guys asserted yourself in the King of Wands position, and through you asserting yourself in the King of Wands position, it caused a lot of transformation internally. I feel like the transformation was a result of assertion, was a result of taking on King of Wands energy. And now in October, you guys actually have death. Like, you're actively choosing to transform. You're not having transformation secondary of an attitude. You are actively pursuing transformation. You are actively putting to death certain things. You are actively rebirthing yourself. I feel like October, you guys have Phoenix rising. Like, you're a phoenix who's rising out of the ashes. You guys are spreading your wings and taking flight. Like, for September, I feel like you guys gained a sense of your wings. And in October, you guys are, you're definitely firmly getting those wings and taking flight with them and leaving everything that does not belong in the ashes and behind. You're basically making all of these things that don't belong, that no longer serve you, eat your dust. And I feel it like all here in my stomach. So I feel like there's butterflies, there's a sense of excitement, there's also anxiety and tension, because all of these things that you so firmly held on to, that you're so firmly holding on to for a long time, you're finally effectively putting it behind you and, like, letting it go and, effectively putting it to death. And it's bringing in so much. It's an outpour of emotion, and I feel like this is a huge release. You're probably going to see a lot of tears, but they're going to be tears of joy, because you're finally going to be able to have let things go. And I just feel like the joy rising and bubbling up. There's going to be a lot of joy in October. You're just going to finally be in a place where it's like, finally, like, I can release this shit. I can let this shit go. I'm safe enough to be in a place where all of it comes out. It just pours out. And I know that I'm effectively letting it go, and it won't ever be a theme in my life ever again. It's dead and it's gone, and I can embrace that. So yeah, I do strongly feel that in October, that strong sense of release. Like, it's a strong sense of release. And then, for November, you get the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles showed right back up. Except I feel like in this sense with Four of Pentacles, you know, you guys, unlike in January where you were holding on to burdens, you guys are holding on to money. Like I feel like you guys are definitely making efforts to hold on to money, but I also feel like you guys have to really look out for greed and being greedy. So, you know, money may have been tight, money may have been hard throughout the year, and you're finally trying to actively make actively good choices with how you manage your money, but at the same time, it's kind of it's stemming into the territory of greed, so you guys want to be careful with that. Yeah, you guys want to definitely temper how you hold on to your money. You also got temperance twice. You guys, like, come on, this is definitely going to be a hugely spiritual year for you Pisces. You guys got a lot of repeats. Like you got 10 of wands twice, you got temperance twice, you got death twice. So this is a big gigantic spiritual year for you guys. With Four of Pentacles, okay, you know what, actually, let me stop. Four of Pentacles, you guys are holding on tight to your balance. You are in a place where you're saying, I have worked hard to reach and obtain this balance. I have worked hard to create balance within myself and to actively release the shit that has constantly caused me to be imbalance. I've worked too damn hard for that to let that go. So you guys are holding on really tight. Now, while that's really awesome and you guys are very much so holding on to it and trying to protect it, by all means, at the same time, you really want to watch out for that, because sometimes with things that we hold on too tight to, it tends to slip between our fingers because we're holding on so tight to that we don't have any room to let in anything else. And eventually what we are holding on to, in a matter of like temperance with balance, where you have to delicately balance things. If you are coming in there tightly and just holding on with this fist and everything, yeah, your temperance is gonna just spread her wings, take flight, and take off. And then all of a sudden you find yourself in a place where you don't know what happened. So you guys definitely have to be careful about how you balance, how you are holding on to your balance, how you are tempering balance, how, you know, how tight. Don't hold on too tight. Just enjoy it. Enjoy that balance and stay mindful about it. Don't stress, don't have anxiety over it, because it's already there. You earned it. You worked hard as hell for it. All right. You got the repeat of Two of Wands again. So in December, with unlike with August, where, you know, as a result of you getting your money up, you had options as a result of getting your money up. In December, you literally have options. Spirit is saying you have options. Which direction are you going to take? What path are you going to choose? What path are you going down? So what these options that Pisces has in December? What are these options that Pisces has in December? What is the nature of the options? Okay, yeah, you guys have the option to take the slow moving offer. You have the option to keep on putting in the work. You have the option to keep working towards your money, working towards your business. I see a lot of pentacles in your reading here and a whole lot of major arcana. The fact that temperance showed up twice. You could have big Sagittarius. You may meet a Sagittarius. The Sag may come in to the picture, and where you guys are able to build with them. You guys could come together and, you know, do a lot of release work together. But I see a lot of pentacles. I see some cups here. I feel like you guys have a pretty well balanced spread. I feel like this is definitely more of a spiritual year. You guys have a lot of spiritual things that are taking place just between all the wands and the cups. And I feel like with that, you still have a lot of financial support as you are going through your spiritual ascension journey. Spirit is saying that we're supporting you physically. Like, don't stress over money, don't stress over finances, because finance is gonna be okay. We need for you to let go of the burdens that you've been carrying, let go of the burdens that you've been holding on to, so that you can definitely step into yourself, Pisces. Like, we need you to do that. So, and I feel like at the end of the year, you guys will, you're gonna make the choice to definitely stay on the slow and meticulous path, towards your balance, towards your business, towards, the goals that you have set, the seeds that you have planted. So it looks like it's gonna be a pretty intense year for you guys, but it's a good intense year for you guys. Like, there's a lot going on, there's a lot of motion going on, there's a lot of action going on, there's a whole lot of fire signs, that's for damn sure. But you guys are gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna come out better. I see a couple of Scorpios in this reading, so really, some of you guys could have strong Scorpio placements, or you could have some Scorpio friends around you. Really call on your Scorpio friends. I feel strongly like they really do want to support you and offer you help and wisdom in the process. But you guys are definitely divinely supported. You really are. You're so divinely supported. Just embrace yourselves. Embrace the fact that you are the star of your show. Embrace the fact that you are loved. Okay, so this is you guys' 2021 year ahead reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will talk to you guys later. Take care of yourselves and have a good night. Goodbye.